Welcome back. We're back at it again with another video, and today I'm going to be installing the Avid One wheel spoke stickers. So I talked about the wheels in my first video. They were the Avid One AVO 6s, and now I finally decided to buy the wheel spoke stickers. It goes on one spoke for all four wheels, and then yeah, it's kind of like the Rays racing stickers, but again, I was saying that a lot of people that buy the Rays racing stickers and the center cap, and they put them on the Avid ones, and I just think that's silly because, like, I mean, the Avid One wheel is like a super great wheel, and I'm really not trying to make it seem like the Rays. Like, I really like the Avid wheel, so that's why I got these. And I'll show you guys how to install them today. And then huge shout out to Import Image Racing for sending this over and actually having it being like super good packaging. It says do not bend on the front, and if you guys have ever gotten car parts in before that need to be like handled with care, you'll know that it'll say do not bend and it'll come bent. And this actually came super good, and that's because they put like a thick piece of cardboard in there so that even if you like tried to bend it like a little bit, it would be a lot harder than normal. Like, it couldn't really just get crushed from something like another package. You'd have to like actually try to bend it. So these are perfect. They look like they just came off the press, I guess. So yeah, let's get into the video. I'll show you guys how to install them. All right, here we are. So we have the wheel right here, the sticker, and then the other thing that you don't necessarily need, you could use like a credit card, is just one of these like wrap squeegees or like for tint and stuff. But I've done some wrapping before, so I had a few of these laying around, some other wrap supplies as well. But this is what I'd recommend, and then use the cloth side, and it's super easy. But you also need a clean wheel. So they recommend that you do like alcohol over the wheel first just to clean it up, or you dry it off. But I actually just washed the car, so these wheels are perfect. So I'm going to put it on this spoke right here, and you can also use water. That makes it water and soap. You spray it on where you're trying to place your wrap or something, or the sticker, and you spray it on the back. That way you can move it around, and then when you squeegee it off, it all comes out and it sticks. But since it's super easy on this to just kind of lift it up and not have it be like, it doesn't have to be like perfect the first time, because you can kind of lift it up a little bit. So I just kind of do that because it's also clear backing, so you can see where it's going to go. So I don't really need the soap and water, but if that's easier for you, then go right ahead. All right. So I actually had to lift it up a little bit because I had messed up on the placement. All right, and there you guys go. You can see I went a little bit too much down right here, but it's really not that big of a deal because, I mean, they're really thick spokes, so it's kind of hard to even tell. The first one I did was perfect. This one I went down just a little too much on, but yeah, that is that. And then there's gonna be like little bubbles most of the time on decals like that. And what people recommend is you can kind of just take a needle and poke a hole in it, and then you can get all the air out. But I just don't really like that method because I feel like it makes it like, it just makes it less permanent, I feel like, because if you have like a tear in your sticker or your decal, it just makes it easier and more prone for dirt to get under there. So I just think, the sun bakes out most of that, and then it's still on there like really well. So I just prefer leaving it like that, and then the sun will do the job. But if you guys want to do the needle thing, you can do that. So yeah, we got that second one on right now. So let's do the same thing for the rest, and I'll show you guys the end product. All right, guys, let's check these out.
Jamendo.com.
All right, guys, hope you enjoyed those B-roll clips. But yeah, I think they turned out amazing, super good. It really finishes off the look of the wheel. And I know in the last video it ended up turning out to be a joke because I messed up, but I'm really glad it happened because these chrome lug nuts and chrome valve stem caps look so much better than white, because it just would have looked a little kind of cheesy, I think, and a little too much. Because originally on the exterior it had it was like white, obviously, black, and then little red accents. And I still do a little bit of red in the interior, so it's white, black, and red in there, but it looks so much better now that I have the bronze to just kind of keep it a little bit of a classier look and do white, black, and bronze, a little bit of chrome on the exterior and the red on the interior. It looks super good. And then I'll also show you guys that engine cover that I talked about in the first video right now, but I painted that white as well, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, everything looks super good, super easy install. I know that in the first one I was showing you guys about how to actually do it, I messed up a little bit and I had to peel it back because it started to fold over on itself because there's a little bit of a bubble right here. So I just took it back and pulled it back over, and it ended up going down a little too far. That was on the other one, but this one was pretty perfect. And then as you guys can see, this one just went down like a little bit too far. But at that point, I'm just kind of being a perfectionist because these came out super, super good. I was able to get it with like super minimal bubbles, but that should come out with the heat. And yeah, they came out super good. I think I did a really great job. And yeah, I'll show you guys that engine cover now. This came off of, I think it was a Lexus UX 200, I believe. Or it might have been a CT200, but it's the same engine because, you know, Lexus, Toyota. And it comes without the engine cover. And in my opinion, it just looks like kind of unfinished a little bit. And it really made the engine bay look a lot better, especially because, you know, I matched the white. It's not a paint match because this doesn't have any metallic in it, but it came out pretty good paint job. And one thing I do want to tell you guys to be a little careful about is I did it red at first. I'm super glad it didn't end up working out just like the lug nuts with the white. But I was doing it red at first. It came out super good. And then I was going to lay down the clear. And I guess the clear and the paint, the clear was for a different type of paint. And it was literally like I've just poured paint stripper on here. It bubbled up. All the paint underneath bubbled up. And it was a mess. I had to strip it all off and go back to the drawing board. But came out super good now. Second try, but yeah, it is a Lexus engine cover, but you know, Lexus, Toyota, it's the same thing. So we got that right there. And yeah, those are the mods for today's videos, guys. Oh, and I didn't even mention this. I finally got on the Downforce Solutions windshield banner because I finally got in the body kit. So that video should be coming up this weekend because I'm going to be able to put the rest on. So it's going to be side skirts and the rear spats right there. And I can actually give you guys a little sneak peek right now. Everything's laid out, but that's all I'll show you guys for now. But yeah, we're going to be getting some good content out soon, but this is everything for today's video, and I hope you guys enjoyed.
Jamendo.com